In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the cool feature in MLflow, which is MLflow Tracing. MLflow Tracing helps us to track individual requests which we send it to the LLM endpoint, and it automatically captures wide range of information such as input, output, and metadata. If you remember, at start of this particular experiment, we enabled tracing by using autologging, and we can have a quick look how this trace can help us to track the information. Okay, let's move on to the MLflow tab. Once you click on the traces tab, you'll see all the traces associated with this particular model. Now, if you remember, we did this experiment of 10 different invoices, and this view gives a very holistic picture. And here you can see the list of API calls that have been made, and this is the response from the model, total tokens consumed for this particular API calls, and overall execution time for every single LLM request. And here you can validate whether the request was successful or not, and also the assessments, if you remember the individual invoice accuracies which we calculated using the custom scorer, right? We can even go much more granular by clicking on each individual trace, and in this trace we have a lot of information. So if you go to details and timeline pane, you can see the prompt which is used for this particular prediction. Right, here is the prompt, and then we can, once you click on this, you can actually look into the actual invoice as such, and then this is the response from OpenAI, and this is the expected response here, which is the ground truth. And if you remember, we created this metric, accuracy metric, for this particular invoice as such. So typically we can track all the information, and if you really want to look at the summary, here you have all the information saved as a summary as well. And it also contains the detailed information about number of input tokens sent, and number of output tokens generated, and total number of reasoning tokens, and total tokens as such. By enabling tracing, we can track this granular information at the request level. And this particular interface, the traces tab inside your run, is going to give you a holistic picture about the overall result as well.